Hey, Dan here, and in this video we are going to talk about how to get high quality leads for your accounting, bookkeeping or tax firm. So first, quickly introduce myself. My name is Dan, the owner of Accounting Kings, where we work with accountants, bookkeepers and tax professionals to get them more higher revenue clients. And in this video, I'm going to explain exactly where to find the highest quality leads. Okay, so I'm not going to talk about all the little tactics and details of with your outreach message or ad copy, you need to have this little word in there. I'm going to talk about the foundations of high quality leads, because if you do not understand the foundations, you will never actually make a good process for your accounting firm. So let's start by defining what a lead actually is. A lead is simply someone that you can actually contact, right? You can get a lead from marketing efforts. So if someone fills in a form with their name, email address or phone number, but a lead can also be someone that you can contact through LinkedIn. If you have a connection with someone on LinkedIn, this can also be a lead. And the quality of the lead is mainly defined by how easy the sale will be. And how easy the sale will be determined by, are they looking or can they need my services that I want to sell more of? And can they actually afford the services? So when you want to get a higher quality lead, you need to make sure that you get in contact with people that are looking for your services or can use your services and that can actually afford your services. So if you are, as an extreme example, if you are trying to generate leads from a Facebook group, for example, of bankrupt companies, it's probably not the best source of leads to sell your high revenue CFO services for, right? So you want to make sure that the source of the leads is also aligned with the services you want to sell more of and the income level of the ideal client that you want to attract. So with lead generation, there are two main options to generate leads. You can do paid advertising or cold outreach. We are not going to talk about inbound marketing like YouTube videos that I'm creating right now, because it's a whole different thing. But the main things that people use to actually generate leads and grow their firm besides referrals is digital advertising and cold outreach. With digital ads, the great thing about digital ads, Meta ads, LinkedIn ads or Google ads, is that you can actually filter most of the times on the income levels. So those platforms actually know, okay, if someone was looking to buy a Bentley, they probably have a higher income versus someone that is looking to buy a Toyota, for example. So in terms of can they afford my services, with paid advertising, you can most of the times filter on those things with audiences or interests. Then another thing, especially with Google Ads, you can also filter through keywords on if they are in need and looking for your services. So if we are talking about getting the highest quality lead possible, a search platform like Google is the easiest way to get in terms of the highest quality leads, right? With, for example, Facebook or Meta ads, you can filter on income levels through interest. So are they looking to buy a Bentley or a Toyota? And do they own a business, for example? So this way you can filter, okay, well, they probably make enough money so they can afford my services and are potentially looking for my services. Only downside with Facebook, however, take Facebook as an example, with any social media advertising platform that is not search based, that you cannot really filter on if they actively are looking for your services. You can only filter on, is there a chance that they can use my services? So for example, if you are going to run bookkeeping ads for individuals, of course, they're not going to click on and engage with the ads. So you can actually filter on, okay, well, is there a chance that they can use the services because they own a business? So then yes. But you cannot really filter on they are looking for bookkeeping services right now. So if you are doing search ads like Google or Bing, for example, you can actually filter on, okay, well, they are looking for my services now, which means that the lead has more intent, so the lead quality will be higher. With social media ads, that's not something you can do. You can, of course, still generate leads. And now we'll actually talk about the quality and quantity of the leads, which is a big point that you need to understand. But in terms of lead quality, it's just the income and also are they currently looking to buy those services, okay? Because that will make the sale easier. Search platforms will have the highest lead quality because you can filter on intent and you can, with audiences, filter on income levels. Social media ads, you can filter on if they actually have the income because they are looking for luxury products or services. And you can also filter on, okay, well, will they actually fall in a group of business owners, for example? So it's not as high intent and as specific as those search ads, but you can still get a decent amount of qualified leads from it. And the third option is mainly the cold outreach. And with cold outreach, you can actually filter on income levels. So with cold outreach, we are talking about like Facebook messages, LinkedIn approach messages, or cold email or cold calls, for example. When you are gathering your list of people you want to reach out to, you can take a look at, okay, well, on LinkedIn, for example, do they own a business and how many employees does this business have? So that's typically what we do. If we run cold email campaigns for my own company, then with LinkedIn Sales Navigator, we filter on businesses that typically are a little bit bigger because they have more budget, for example, which makes the sale a little bit easier. So with cold outreach, you can have a very specific group of people that is going to actually see your message, right? It's even more specific than a search platform, because with a search platform, I cannot tell, for example, Google or Bing, only show my ad to people that own a business in the construction industry and have exactly 4 employees and are also specialized in roofing jobs, for example. With cold outreach, you can be laser specific, laser focused on those type of people. But the only downside to this is there's maybe no intent to actually buy the services now. And with a search platform, you can actually do this. So those are the 3 main things. Like if you want to have high quality leads, it's not really about like doing a very sleeky sales trick in your ad copy, for example. It's more about understanding the foundations. And the reason why this is important, because, and I will tie this back to each other right now, both can work, okay? All those 3 things can work. The cold outreach can work, the social media ads can work, and the Google search ads can also work. Thing is, if you have a lot of time left, right, and you actually have a lot of time left to send a lot of cold outreach messages, then LinkedIn is probably a good option, but if you don't have the ad budget. If you have a little bit of time left and you know a little bit about sales, then probably social media ads can be a good thing. If you don't have a lot of time, but you do want the highest quality of the leads, a search ad is probably the best thing to do. The reason why this is, with cold outreach, you can generate hundreds of leads within an hour because it's simply finding their email, name, and contact information. That is pretty easy to do. With social media ads, it's a little harder to generate leads, but the quality also typically is a little lower because you cannot really filter on if they are looking for the services now. With a search ad with Google, for example, you can filter on, okay, well, can they afford the services and are they looking for the services? However, the quantity of the sales that you are going to generate will be lower. So when asking the question, I want to get the highest quality leads, you actually need to ask yourself, how much time do I have to actually make this profitable for myself and my company? Since you can have a really profitable campaign with low quality leads if you are very good at actually selling the services. So for example, with my company, we send a lot of Facebook and LinkedIn messages to many people. And the sale will be a little harder versus if we generate a lead from a Google ad, for example. But both of them can be similar in the profit that we are making from it, because we simply have to do more sales calls with the cold outreach versus the Google ads, right? So I'm creating this video with the title something like get better quality leads. It's kind of not a clickbait, but I just want to create this video for you to understand that if your main objection is making a profit from your campaign, lead quality of course plays a role, but it will not be the main focus of the campaign. The main focus always is profit, and you can make profit with the lowest quality leads, but you just need to know what you are doing with sales and spend a bit more time. If you don't really want to spend a lot of time with nurturing leads and you want to go with quality over quantity, then probably Google ads or search ads in general will be a great thing. So to quickly summarize this video, lead quality is important, but it will not be the main thing that is going to determine if your campaign will be profitable or not. So if you have a little bit of time left and you think that you are pretty good at selling the services, cold outreach can be a very profitable option for you because it's also not as expensive as running paid ads. If you are okay at sales, not like the sales legend in your area, for example, Running social media ads can probably be a great thing because you can target the people who can afford you and that have a general need of your services, but it requires a bit more time and effort to actually convert them because the intent of buying the services is a little lower. With search ads though, you will get less leads most likely, but those leads will actually be able to typically afford the services if you know what you do with the targeting, and they've shown a real interest in your services because they have made a search for it. So that's kind of like how to determine lead quality. There are many strategies that you can actually also implement. Like for example, if you are running Facebook ads and if you have a lead form, you will generate a lot of leads, but most of the leads don't even know that they filled in a form, versus a landing page where they typically need to type in their details themselves, okay? But this is more about the foundations. Where are you going to find the highest quality leads based on the foundation of the marketing and the outreach strategy that you are going to pick? So hopefully that kind of gave you some basic understanding of which platform will have the foundations and the best approach in terms of lead quality. Now, if you like this video, make sure to like so that I know that you got some value from it. If you have any specific questions about sales or marketing for your bookkeeping, accounting or tax firm, just leave a comment below and I will actually create a video or answer it directly. And don't forget to subscribe if you don't want to miss any other videos. And if you are an accountant, a bookkeeper, or tax professional, there will be 2 links in the description. Link number 1 will be a link to basically a funnel where you can just watch a video of me where I explain how I can potentially help you get more higher revenue clients in a way where I only profit until you do. And the second link is a Facebook group that you can join to actually connect with others, learn from others, and to see also some exclusive content. So again, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you got some value from it and learned something from it. And I hope to see you in the next one.